Good morning, Metagame. And before you hear, we're filming this at about 4:30 in the morning here. So, figured we talk about what's coming up. We have the PPG this weekend. I believe we also have another major European event that's being streamed this weekend. Either way, you got tournaments and results that you're going to get the chance to see with Eternity Code Legal. So let's talk about that Etco format. Yeah, right? It exists. Just because we're not playing it? Alright, let's get into this, shall we? Alright, so these are just going to be my early thoughts, because as I was driving home from getting my actual dinner here, usually we go to bed at 8 a.m. But anyway, so we have Etco going legal this weekend. Madolche is going to slam on in here, and you're going to get to see one of the coolest decks actually be able to go first now. So you can actually build up, glass full, I don't know, you can do big Madolche boards now. I know it doesn't really sound all that great, but glass full plus the trap card backing them up with field spell up and running. You kind of just build a big board, and then you just watch your opponent try to break it. This is if you're forced to go first, by the way. There's also some really cool combos that you can do. I believe there were like 2 to 3 card combos for some different lines of play that you can go down. But your most basic board is relatively a couple Madolche monsters with glass, with the trap set up off of the beautiful additional normal summoner. And if you're in a good position, you usually have ticket and the field spell up and running. Alright, that's a lot, but hey, it's cool. The Madolche, I don't think the Madolche is tier 1. I would say it's borderline 1.5 into 2. If I had to say, it'd be like 1.75. It's good enough to bully the tier 1 decks, but when it starts getting into like the more rogue categories, the deck kind of starts struggling. It's really weird. Its best matchup's meta, but its worst matchup is rogue. Now, the problem here, the best deck in the format, Emancipator. I don't know if anybody wants to contest with that in the comment section. Online tournament results say it's the best deck by a long shot, but you feel free to comment down below and tell me how much of a big stinky poo-poo head I am for believing false numbers. So, Adamantia gets one of the hugest boosts that the deck didn't need. Alright, Link Cross is going legal. Alright, so Link Cross allows you to turn your Needle Fiber on into a Link Cross, and then you get some tokens, and then you can pick up or go into Martial Metal Marcher, revive your O-Lion, and go up some more cool lines of play depending on how your extra deck's looking. This is fair warning, by the way. I would not be surprised if we see Martial Metal Marcher be the victim of some sort of buyout or go up to like some crazy numbers, because it's a level 3 synchro that revives, which is pretty dang good. But for the most part, the thing we care about now is you get that extending play straight off of the Needle Fiber to now make more tokens for you to climb up more link ladders. So yes, the best deck in the format, getting a little bit better. But Robbie, results don't matter. Okay, so what else does Etco bring to the dinner table for us? We get the new wave of Plunder Patrol support. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what Plunder Patrol does. I've played against the new build once, and the fusion is really good. Also, you got some relatively cool draw power. The new Gobbly chick, she can bring herself back, right? Plus Emblem getting basically they up the consistency on this deck from here to here, and I would definitely say it belongs in the tier 1.5 to tier 2 category. Probably more closer to tier 2 for the most part, because this deck does one thing, and it plays the game during the opponent's turn. And if you go first and you can play that game, I mean, you have the best elements that you need. You have fire for solid, you got dark for everything dark, and you got light. Alright, those effectively, if you needed to cover elements right now, fire might not have been, the best call, but I feel like they kind of base it on the current format. So overall, they didn't do a terrible job picking out these, but they're the best that we could have had for the format that we were kind of dropping them on into. So yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be surprised to see this deck running around. But if I was playing in one of these online tournaments right now, I would want to make sure that I know my Plunder Patrol matchup. Because honestly, players underestimate these styles of decks just because they've never played against it or something like that. And all of a sudden, you getting clapped 2-0 because your opponent got chips on you. And, you know, you're making dumb moves, tagging into the wrong things here. Just kind of read up on your Plunder Patrol cards and don't fall into a position to give them too much of an advantage. So, there's that. So, we also get Parallel Exceed. I've pretty much ran my Parallel Exceed discussion into the ground, but once again, Salad gets that cool rank 4 play. If you're going to play an Emancipator, you have a beautiful extender play. Now, getting 2 more monsters on the field for you to basically be able to work with. Basically, it speeds up the process to get to our boy Granite to search for, you know, combo pieces. So, yes, this deck does do cool things. Actually, all the decks that can play a rank 4 engine basically like Parallel Exceed for the most part. But honestly, some people just might not even play it because there might just be better cards out there. Like the whole Go engine right now is doing absolutely wonders for the community. We also get, I wouldn't be surprised, and this is like a shout out to Bortle. Trap tricks are definitely, they're here. I don't know how good they are. Considering the previous builds that I've played against, we get Gravedigger's Hole and we get the new rank 4. Honestly, I get Gravedigger's Hole as a really good card for negating those effects, but it's only really good against meta. And outside of that, like, it just, I don't know, man. Like, how much better does this deck honestly get with the 2 new cards that they're getting? I'd be, once again, aware of what the deck does, which is set 5. Ultra Guys did not get Picori in this set. Haha. Yeah, that's, you can't do the cool Link Ross plays that the OCG is doing, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping that we would have got the chance to abuse that, but nope, we didn't. Outside of that, I'm just looking through the set spoiler really quick. You got to deal with Access Code Talker now. Ignisters. Oh my god, how could I forget about the Link 6 deck? We played against Ignister. My opponent put the big Link 6 on the field, which is very scary, by the way. Very, very interesting card. And then you can just Moon Mirror Shield over it. And then their whole strategy kind of comes down. That's the one interaction I've had with Ignister at this point. And the deck doesn't seem all that good. Also, be aware that water is now a deck. Minstrel can now pierce through your hand, take your hand trap, can take your Nibiru, and they can set up some of the most manipulative boards on the field right now. Alright, and first up, you're going to need double hand traps to beat this deck. Neptibus is a heck of a card. Alright, they can make totally awesome. So depending on when you stage in the combo to do something, if they didn't open up the Mistral to take out the hand, they can just make the Toad anyway for the negate. They also have access to Herald of the Arclight. Needle Fiber raised the ceiling of this deck from here to here. Alright, water is now a dangerous threat. They also get the Croco Shark now. The 9-star that you can discard 2 cards to pop something during either player's turn. Oh, by the way, it triggers your water effects. So you can get even more disruption at this point. So yes, be very afraid. I mean, you don't have to be super afraid, but just understand that water is a deck. Water will come out of left field. If you have a way to stop their Deep Sea Diva, if they go down the Deep Sea Diva line, it kind of just depends. Some players might not elect to go down the Diva, because if you stop the Diva, they're kind of, SOL, but that's what Minstrel's for. Shoot the things out of the hand and take care of things. So, for probably scariest rogue matchup out there, I got to give it to water. They just needed to give the deck the ability to cut through the hand, and we were on to something. Very, very beautiful, by the way. So guys, what do you think? This is all I got for Echo. I know there's probably a couple more things in here I could have mentioned, at least off the top of my head, that might have been worth mentioning, but we'll talk about that once we have more of a metagame set up. So guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and well guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.